to McCormick, to the hole with a two-hand foul.
That little guy amazes me every game.
They want you to take shots. I want you to make shots.
Welcome to the Auburn Basketball Review. It's brought to you by Toyota with Auburn head coach Bruce Pearl. I'm Andy Bertram. Glad to have you with us. Start a Southeastern Conference play, coach, and a 2-0 start for the Tigers.
I'll tell you what, any SEC win is a good win. They used to say any road win is a good win. League is good, very competitive. I don't think there's great difference between the best teams in our league and the teams that are going to finish near the bottom. And so, very, very fortunate to be in the position that we're in right now.
Wins against Mississippi State and Vanderbilt have been tough to come by, and especially in Starkville and just overall against Vanderbilt.
The math is incredible, right? 2-17 before going down to Mississippi State. We get the win on the road. And prior to having won the last two, and now we've won 3 in a row, we had lost 13 straight to Vanderbilt. And it's funny how fans come up to you, and Vanderbilt is one of those teams that they really want to beat because I think there's been a lot of history of Vanderbilt's success against Auburn.
We will have highlights of both games. We'll start with Mississippi State when we come back on the Auburn Basketball Review, presented by Toyota.
The Auburn Basketball Review is presented by Verizon. One family, many unlimited plans. And by the Auburn University College of Veterinary Medicine.
As parents of 6, this network is one less thing I have to worry about.
Why the Aceves family chose Verizon.
We all use our phones very differently.
These two are always gaming, and this one's always on FaceTime.
And my oldest is learning to be a pilot. We need a reliable network because I need to know he's safe. As soon as he lands, he knows he better call Mama.
Mama.
The network more people rely on gives you more. Like plans your family can mix and match starting at just $35. And Apple Music on us. Plus up to $700 off the latest iPhone when you switch. That's Verizon.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
You may know Auburn, but do you really know Auburn? We work hard, dream big, and soar past today's limits to the possibilities of tomorrow. Auburn, if you thought you knew us, think again. War Eagle.
Welcome back on the Auburn Basketball Review presented by Toyota. Tigers started their Southeastern Conference season on the road at Mississippi State. You knew this was going to be a physical basketball game.
Yeah, they're big, physical. And early in the season when everybody's undefeated, nobody knows who anybody is yet. And so Mississippi State, having not lost an SEC game, they were pretty fired up to play. You could see in pregame warm-ups, they had a good feeling about it. They hit us in the mouth. We missed, 22 of our first 25 shots, and yet we were only down like 10. Still in range, didn't panic. Our speed and our quickness, our character, showed, and Javon McCormick was pretty good.
Career-high 27 points for Javon. We take a look at the Mississippi State highlights presented by Truckworks.
A good smattering of orange and blue throughout the stands here. The tap controlled into the backcourt by Auburn. McLemore posting up against Abdu. Left side of Coro penetrates. McLemore hanging left-hander good down the middle of the lane. Up the floor, McCormick. Oh, nice pass. Okoro with the two-hand jam. Across midcourt, McCormick to the right wing. Wants a screen, gets a screen from Wiley. Nice pass down the lane. McCormick, high arching shot. Swish! With a screen from McLemore. Backdoor pass. McCormick. Yes, and a foul! Yes, and a foul, McCormick. Great ball movement. Outlet to Weatherspoon. Bounce past Perry. He lost it because Purifoy got back on defense. Auburn the other way. Purifoy. Right side, McCormick. For Dowdy. Samir drives. High archer. Yes! Or rather, Perry just went over the back of Purifoy, and Weatherspoon puts it up and he missed it. And the rebound out of there to Dowdy. Ahead to Okoro. Races against Carter to the hole with the reverse. Oh, and he put it in.
Big time play. Reverse layup after a steal. He stole it again, laid it
And
in.
put it in. Okoro, rather to McCormick with the basket. McCormick with a screen from Ant. Pull up jumper three ball. Thank you very much. Ant backing up against Carter. Turns, shoots, it's short. Rebound tapped out of there. And it's stolen away by McCormick to Wiley. Spins up with the left hand. Got it! Folks on their feet here in Starkville. Time for Auburn to respond. McCormick head fake up from 4. Good. 16 to shoot for Auburn. Javon working on Perry. Pull up three, ball right side. Smash! Buddy right in his face. McCormick out there with him. To Stewart against Dowdy. Puts it up, missed it. Rebound out of there, Auburn. Here's Okoro on a breakaway against Weatherspoon. Two-hand dunk. Nice crossover, McCormick to the hole. Kicks it into the right corner. Purifoy three. Swish! From the right corner. McCormick right wing. Top of the circle. Purifoy straightaway three. Swish! Swish! Gets a screen from Wiley. Kicks it on the left wing for Purifoy. Low post for Austin. One dribble. Double team. Back to the wing. D'Angelo three. Swish!
Into the post.
McCormick underneath. McLemore intended. Missed it. Rebound reverse. Good. McCormick with a career-high 22. Auburn with a hard-fought win in the SEC opener. The Tigers are 13-0, beating Mississippi State 80-68.
Coach down 9 points early, came back. Javon McCormick scored 20 in the second half. Continued to shoot the ball well at the free throw line as well.
Yeah, it was good. You know, when we weren't shooting very well early, at least we had some offensive rebounds to give us some more possessions and, you know, work out some of the offensive kinks. We played really good defense throughout. I mean, we played hard for 40 minutes. I think our speed, our quickness, our depth, they were bigger, so if we could get the ball down the floor quicker in transition, and you saw some really pretty fast break basketball in that game against Mississippi State before those horses got back and got set up. I thought that was a key to victory. And then, like you said, fouled late in the game on a lead, we got to the line and took care of business.
As we have seen this season, this ball club has great composure. And I know there are a lot of seniors on this team, but there's a lot of first-year guys out there, and even those seniors are in first-time roles.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you saying that. Their coach isn't very composed, but those guys maybe look like they're composed. New roles, and you notice it at the beginning of the game, different starting lineup, and you notice at the end of the game, different guys closing, in the sense that Jared's not there, Bryce isn't there, Chuma's not there, you know, but I think they have handled it. And that's a real positive thing, and I'm hoping that as we continue to win, we continue to get better.
It was a physical basketball game. You knew it would be a physical basketball game, and I thought your ball club responded to that.
Yeah, I mean, look, Austin Wiley is as physical as anybody in our league. Isaac Okoro is going to be the most physical player on the floor oftentimes, and I thought those two guys, and Samir Dowdy is as tough as anybody out there. Anthony made some physical plays. D'Angelo coming back and making shots in the second half just added a dimension to our offense that we desperately need and needed. And so it was a good team win. We had a lot of guys contribute.
A win for Auburn on the road against Mississippi State in the SEC opener. We'll have more after this. This is the Auburn Basketball Review, presented by Toyota.
Five-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
You may know Auburn, but do you really know Auburn? We work hard, dream big, and soar past today's limits to the possibilities of tomorrow. Auburn, if you thought you knew us, think again. War Eagle.
We all use our cell phones very differently.
Why the French family chose Verizon.
So she's always on social media.
He's always watching sports. Someone's video chatting her friend.
Hi, Gianna.
My parents are getting older, so knowing that I can get in touch with them at any time is really comforting.
Grandma, you're on TV. Wow, what channel?
The network more people rely on gives you more. Like plans your family can mix and match starting at just $35 and a year of Disney Plus on us. Plus up to $700 toward our best phones when you switch. That's Verizon.
Hi everyone, this is Holding Court presented by Yellowwood, and today we're holding court with Danjel Purifoy. Now Danjel, you grew up an Auburn fan, but it didn't start with basketball, did it?
No sir, it did not.
All right, where did it start?
It started with football, and I was watching Bo Jackson and Cam Newton growing up, and my mom told me I had to make a decision on, what I wanted to play, and I chose basketball. But football will always be a passion that I have.
Yeah. All right. Can you remember the first basketball team that you played on?
It was an AAU team called the Lakers. That's what we were called. It was a team in Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
How old were you?
I was probably like 7 or 8.
Okay.
Yeah, 7 or 8.
Were you taller than the other kids at that time?
I was.
When did you realize that basketball was something that you could do at a really high level and take it to college?
Probably after I sat down with my mom. Growing up I didn't really have too many good games because I didn't really know how to use my height to advantage. So probably after I sat down with my mom, she told me, you got to play harder, and you know how moms talk to you, try to boost you up. But after that, I started taking my game to another level. Started training, just working out, and I'm here now.
All right. What's your favorite part of game day at home?
Probably coming out and dancing in the little glass room right there. That might be probably my favorite part. It gets me hyped for the game, and something that I love.
All right. Favorite part of game day on the road?
On the road, let's see. Favorite thing on the road. Ooh, that's a tough one. I want to say film, but that's not it. No.
All right. We can skip that one. We can say pass.
It might be getting booed, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll say yeah. When I get booed, I kind of go into another mindset. So I gotta say, coming out and getting booed.
Special note for anyone watching who wears different colors.
Yeah.
What's your favorite spot on the floor from which to shoot?
Top of the key, here, and right here. Probably my favorite 2 spots to shoot from on both sides of the court. And maybe sometimes in the corner. I don't miss too much in the corner. So yeah, that's my favorite spots.
Tell me what's going through your mind and kind of take us through it slow motion as you're getting set up at the top of the key. What are you thinking about before you go into the shot?
It has to go down. My teammates, they tell me to take the shots, but I talk to BP a lot, and he says he wants me to make the shots. So, that's the first thing I think about when I catch and shoot the ball. My coach believes in me to make this shot, so that's what comes to mind when I shoot that shot.
Appreciate you spending some time with us today, Danjel.
Yes, sir. War Eagle.
All right. We're holding court today. That's Danjel Purifoy. This is Holding Court presented by Yellowwood.
The Auburn Basketball Review is presented by Verizon. One family, many unlimited plans. and by the Auburn University College of Veterinary Medicine.
As parents of 6, this network is one less thing I have to worry about.
Why the Aceves family chose Verizon.
We all use our phones very differently.
These two are always gaming, and this one's always on FaceTime.
And my oldest is learning to be a pilot. We need a reliable network because I need to know he's safe. As soon as he lands, he knows he better call Mama.
Mama.
The network more people rely on gives you more. Like plans your family can mix and match starting at just $35. And Apple Music on us. Plus up to $700 off the latest iPhone when you switch. That's Verizon.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
You may know Auburn, but do you really know Auburn? We work hard, dream big, and soar past today's limits to the possibilities of tomorrow. Auburn, if you thought you knew us, think again. War Eagle.
Welcome back to the Auburn Basketball Review presented by Toyota. The SEC home opener was against a good Vanderbilt ball club, Coach, and it was a different kind of team because you knew this was going to be a team that was going to try and run on you a little bit.
Yeah, fast, shoot the three, two dangerous guards. You know, last year we did a great job against Saban Lee, and this time he had his way with us. He drove it downhill on us. He big boyed us in a lot of different ways. Got a little confused in some ball screen coverage, and we're going to have to do a better job of containing players like that because we're going to see guys like that. I thought Samir Dowdy did a phenomenal job on Neesmith. You know, Samir quietly battling a bruised kneecap, and he's got a little bit of a foot injury that is very uncomfortable. He's just not able to push off, and yet he stayed right in his hip pocket. And then, of course, Isaac Okoro. People say we have 5 seniors. I've been saying the last couple of days, no, we don't. We really have 6 because he plays like a veteran. He plays like an upperclassman, not afraid of the moment, and you know, he was a human highlight reel against Vanderbilt.
This one got tough down the stretch. Let's take a look at the highlights presented by Truckworks.
Obina will jump it up against Auburn, and the tap is controlled by the birthday boy. The left side, Neesmith goes baseline with the reverse, blocked by Wiley. Rebounded by Purifoy. Drives past Neesmith with the Euro step. Yes, and a foul! Samir is Auburn's leader in minutes played this season. Right wing, McLemore, 3, good!
It's called a pick and pop. Have not been good. We got to get going early in the game.
Inbound to Coro, drives all the way to the hole, banks it in. Now drives on Pippen, all the way, kicks it left corner, Cambridge, left side of Coro, penetrates, hangs, shoots, yes, and a foul!
I love it. It's better than eating popcorn, man, and I love popcorn.
Purifoy the inbound. To Okoro, got bumped by Neesmith. Wrapped around Neesmith, goes up, yes, and a foul. Yes, and a foul, and he made it look easy. Other way. Okoro at the top, ball deflected to Purifoy. Lobs it. McLemore with the alley-oop.
Great pass.
Left wing, Samir Dowdy. Into the corner for Okoro. Head fake. Steps back, pops a 3. Yes! 3 on the shot clock. He knocked it home.
Oh, I'm going to get his autograph after the game.
McCormick underneath. Alley-oop to Wiley. Put it in. Happy birthday, Austin.
Fouled out.
And Jordan Wright into the ball game for Auburn. Third crack at this possession. Okoro spins. Right wing 3 ball. Flanagan. Yes! Kicks it into the corner of the baseline for Flanagan. Left wing Okoro. At the top, McCormick. Crossover dribble twice. Penetrates. 16-footer. Good. Okoro, Purifoy to Okoro. Drives right past Neesmith to the hole and jams it with the right hand with a foul. Woo! Woo! Yeah. 10:28 to go, second half. They jump out into a trap. We saw this a little bit in the first half. Purifoy head fake at three, penetrates. Right hand jam, good.
Get back. Get back.
10 points for D'Angelo. Had the three, didn't take it to Purifoy to the hole. With the left hand, reverse good. Inbound, Obina knocked away from behind by Purifoy. Penetrates, now pulls it out into the corner. Rebound pulled in by Vanderbilt. Lee across midcourt. He didn't even take a shot, and Auburn wins.
What a game.
Woo!
And I want to say one other thing. This is the best officiated game that we have had all year.
Final score from Auburn Arena. The Tigers are 14-0 after an 83-79 win against Vanderbilt. The Tigers improved to 2-0 in the SEC with Georgia coming to town Saturday afternoon.
That's a big win against a good Vanderbilt ball club. 3 in a row for the Tigers. First time Auburn's won 3 in a row against Vandy since 2001. I think of 2 big plays, defensive plays late. A huge rebound by Isaac Okoro, and he was down there against guys that are bigger than him. Big, defensive, physical rebound. And then the steal by D'Angelo Purifoy, and when they have a chance at the end to tie it, and he gets a steal off the inbound pass.
Yeah, I'd like to think we try to play defense like Kevin Steele teaches defense. Don't sit back and wait for them to make a play. And you know, in D'Angelo Purifoy's case, the fact that he got a deflection and took away a possession, giving that team a chance to win, because you kind of felt like if Vanderbilt could get a shot, they were going to make it because they had made the last several. And then Isaac Okoro with the traffic rebound, and then getting to the free throw line down the other end to steal the game. I thought those were 2 huge, huge plays. People think 3, 2, 1 shot is the way the game's ended and won. Games are won down at the other end as well.
You look at the way this ball game is. You're up 14 at one point. Vanderbilt starts to make a run. Neesmith really gets involved. I mean, he's an NBA talent. We knew that going in, and didn't need a whole lot of room to get off his shot. That's for sure.
No, he was making tough shots, and I'm not even sure any of them, you know, weren't contested. And I think you could feel Vanderbilt's bench. You could feel our guys a little bit, and almost the crowd going, "Wow, if this kid has the ball in his hands with a chance to win the game, he's going to win it." And so that's the danger you have of playing a team like that. Look, Coach Stackhouse has done a really good job with this club. He's got pretty good talent, and he's got 2 great guards. I mean, that combination offensively, I'm not sure there's a better offensive combination backcourt in the league right now. So Vanderbilt's going to win some games. It's a good win. But you know me, I'm on to the next one. You know, I'm on to the next one, and we got Georgia coming up, and then we got to go to Alabama and to Florida. And you know, we how many times have I said this to you? If we don't play better in our next game, we're not going to win it. So, got a couple days to figure some things out.
This is the Auburn Basketball Review presented by Toyota. We'll be back after this.
As parents of 6, this network is one less thing I have to worry about.
Why the Aceves family chose Verizon.
We all use our phones very differently.
These 2 are always gaming, and this one's always on FaceTime.
And my oldest is learning to be a pilot. We need a reliable network because I need to know he's safe. As soon as he lands, he knows he better call Mama.
Mama.
The network more people rely on gives you more. Like plans your family can mix and match starting at just $35. And Apple Music on us. Plus up to $700 off the latest iPhone when you switch. That's Verizon.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
You may know Auburn, but do you really know Auburn? We work hard, dream big, and soar past today's limits to the possibilities of tomorrow. Auburn, if you thought you knew us, think again. War Eagle.
Welcome back to the Auburn Basketball Review presented by Toyota. Georgia is next, 5 o'clock Central Time at Auburn Arena, expecting a sellout crowd. You had 2,500 students here for the Vanderbilt game.
I can't believe a Wednesday night 8 o'clock game and our students were lined out the door pregame. There were hundreds standing in line. Obviously, it's early in the semester, no tests, no homework. And we love the Jungle, appreciate them so very, very much, and want to make sure they get the best seats in the house. But they were fired up from the beginning, from tip all the way, till the end. Georgia comes in Saturday. They bring in the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, who was the #1 player in high school out of Georgia. We tried to recruit him, but he stayed home and played with the Bulldogs. He's a dynamic player. The matchup between he and Isaac Okoro will be an interesting one. They're very familiar with each other, but Isaac's, it's going to be more about Auburn versus Georgia than worrying about specifically who does what in that particular game. Tom Crean has brought the energy back to that program. They're getting great crowds at Georgia. They beat Memphis a week ago, and a one-loss Memphis team, and they almost beat Kentucky at home on Tuesday night. So they're going to come in there flying. Andy, you're on the call. Dick Vitale's on the call. Two legends in their own right. You're doing radio. Dick's doing TV for ESPN. And so Carl Ravitch will be. It'll be a big day in college basketball, and a lot of eyes in the country will be in Auburn, Alabama.
You also have an opportunity to buy your Outlive T-shirt, Coach.
Thank you for bringing that up. I'll tell you right now, man, Outlive has really changed lives in this sense. Every time you see somebody with a T-shirt, thank them for supporting Auburn basketball's fight against cancer, and remind them to go get checked. Remind them to get their blood test. Remind them to get their prostate screening. Remind them to get the gals to get their mammogram, so and so. That's what this is all about. T-shirts are on sale. There shouldn't be anybody at the game February 1st against Kentucky that doesn't have an Outlive T-shirt on. I'm going to shame you all into spending $25, because guess what? Every dollar goes to a cancer patient fighting cancer. It's to pay bills. It's they got to go to chemo. They got to go to radiation. They got to keep a job. They got to take care of their families. It's not about the research here. It's about loving and caring for our cancer patients here in the state of Alabama.
Georgia is next. Should be a good one. Thanks for the visit, War Eagle.
War Eagle.
Tigers head coach Bruce Pearl. I'm Andy Bersham. This has been the Auburn Basketball Review, presented by Toyota.